Is it true you can't get arrested on election day? Kinda, sorta, maybe. It is true there is a law in Indiana that says a person cannot be arrested going to the polls, at the polls, or returning from the polls. So that is a law. So what's an arrest? Well, Indiana code defines an arrest as the taking of a person into custody that he may be held to answer for a crime. So that's an arrest. Probable cause is what's necessary for an officer to make an arrest. Probable cause is a very low burden of proof, nowhere even close to the beyond a reasonable doubt, or often used criminal offense, but it is some evidence. The courts acknowledge that it's based on the totality of the circumstances. The courts even say it's kind of hard to define. But one example of a definition found in the case law is probable cause to arrest exists when at the time of the arrest the officer has knowledge of facts and circumstances that would warrant a reasonable person to believe that the suspect has committed the criminal act in question. So a person is not subject to arrest while at the polls, going to the polls, or returning from the polls. And this actually makes a lot of sense. Could you imagine a sheriff is facing a political rival and the sheriff tells his deputies, hey, you guys better get out there and arrest all the people that are going to vote for the new guy, otherwise you're going to be out of a job. So the deputies go out there and they find everyone with a pin for the rival sheriff and they start arresting people. I smell booze on his breath. I thought he was going to start fighting me. It's very low evidence for an arrest. So in theory, this law is kind of cool, and I like it, trying to prevent some political shenanigans. But there's 3 giant exceptions for this law. The first exception is they can still arrest you for treason. So treason, what is that? Well, it's levying war against the state or giving aid and comfort to the state's enemies. Don't do treason. Please don't. Number 2, there's an exception for felonies. Now, what's a felony? A felony is traditionally a crime that's punishable by more than 1 year in jail. Not just 1 year, more than 1 year in jail. And so a lot of people watching this might say, well, Mark, I'm not a felon. The stuff I do would be misdemeanors at best. But do you know that for sure? United States Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch has the opinion that most Americans have committed a felony offense in their lifetime because so many things are a crime. What kind of things? Did you know catching a wrong-sized lobster is a felony? There's so many things that are felonies. We don't even know all the laws in the books. It's impossible because there's so many things that are felonies. But even if you're like, oh, I'm not going to commit treason, I'm not going to commit a felony, what is this breach of a peace? Well, breach of peace is simple. The Indiana Supreme Court has stated that violence, either actual or threatened, is an essential element of breaching the peace. Sounds pretty cut and dry, right? But it's not. It's not cut and dry because there's exceptions. Drunk driving is a breach of the peace. Being so drunk you might fall over and hurt yourself or fall on top of someone. Breach of the peace. There's so many nuances for breach of the peace. I would not count on breach of the peace saving you from this election no arrest law. And even if you're out there and you're like, I want to try it, I don't think you should do that. The law simply states you should not get arrested. It doesn't say you're free from any consequence. It doesn't say you can't be tried. It doesn't say you can't be convicted. So if somehow you do narrowly avoid these exceptions and the officer can't arrest you, he can still get your name. You just voted. Or at least he knows where you live. He could follow you, run your license plates. He can ask you for your ID. He can ask your friend for your ID. He can ask your friend for your name. And if he gets your name, he can file charges against you, even if he doesn't arrest you. And you can get a summons arrest. So you can still be held accountable for any crimes you commit on election day. So this is not really a get out of jail pass or anything like that. It's just, it is what it is. It's not very good, I don't think. If you have any questions about election day law arrests, give me a call, 317-632-3642. I'll talk to you about criminal defense all day. And most importantly, always plead the fifth.